Here we are with another Monday morning, and it's Monday the 13th of March. Let's have a quick look at what we've got in for the weekend. We have gotten 12 orders on Bricklink, and all fairly small orders, nothing above, let me see, 11 lots there. There is one order from Chris, who's a local guy who will be picking his order up, and he sent me this late last night to show me what the parts are for. So this is his latest build, which is a miniature Rivendell, which is very topical for the moment. So he's picking up a relatively small order this time for a bunch of the leaf elements, etc. And then this will be available to buy the instructions on Rebrickable before too long. So lovely little build there from Chris. 12 on Bricklink. Let's have a quick look on Brick Owl, where we've got 17 orders. So Bricklink was a little slow for me this week. It picked up a little bit yesterday, but other than that had been relatively slow. Brick Owl, again, nothing huge in lot count, which is okay. I actually don't mind smallish orders. They're just so easy to pick. So that's not too bad. The value's okay. That's not been a great weekend in terms of value. And 7 orders on eBay. Now, as is the case on a Monday now, I've usually gotten a head start from the Sunday evening. So let's take a quick scan to see what we've got. I'm not going to comment on too much here because there's lots of orders here. There's a Star Wars R2Q5 droid going out there with 16 by 16 base plate, a couple of figures going off to Germany or Switzerland, not sure. We've got a Ghost minifig there. As I said, all fairly small orders. Let's take a look this way. Figures from the old Indiana Jones sets have been really popular, and I was lucky that I got a bunch of them in that recent minifig haul. So those have moved very swiftly. A bunch of plates there. We've got a non-Lego sale. That's from a few of the Xbox games that I listed recently. We've got the first of the 501 clone troopers going from the recent battle sets. And then we've got 3 orders for the Bo-Katans going out as well. So going to get these packed up quickly, then move on to the next batch. Here's the second and last batch of orders for this Monday morning. Here we've got another Indiana Jones figure going out, some more minifig parts, and more collectible minifigs and various parts. This is the order for the mini build of Rivendell that Chris is picking up later today. And again, more minifig parts going out. And just a quick comment on some of these, because I know there's been a couple of comments on one of the forums that I share the videos on recently, feeling that I'm complaining about getting small orders. I'm not complaining at all. I'm very grateful for every order that I get. I'm simply being factual and trying to be transparent about the kind of orders that are coming in. As a full-time seller, obviously it's nice when you get a high value order. High value doesn't necessarily mean big lot count or whatever. It could be one small order for one minifigure, and that could be £50. So I'm not being critical, just trying to be informative. Another order here for some collectible minifigs and parts, and a few capes going out there. Then we've got another eBay order for a collectible minifig, and then the rest are regular parts orders going out. This one going off to Germany, I think. The others are all UK based. So I'm going to get these packed up, and then we're going to see what we're going to be doing for the rest of the day. So I'm back from the post office, and the first job I want to get done today is a small job. Just want to renumber all of these drawers. So these, if you remember, I had a section where I had missed 20 numbers. So I had 4 drawers that had to, or 4 rows of drawers that had to move along in every cabinet. And that meant that the numbering for these bigger drawers, which I don't typically label because it's just obvious how the numbering goes. I look at here, this should be 1140 A, B, C, and D. And so all of the numbers are out by 20. So I just need to renumber them. And I've got the trusty iPad here, and I'm just going to go through and renumber those quickly before I start adding any more items to the store. Right, it's time to get some things added to the store. So I'm just looking in the box that I brought back from the container, which I've emptied out onto the table, obviously with the exception of these few bags here. I'm just trying to decide what to tackle first. It's mostly Technic stuff, all bagged up within the drawer number, so you can see the drawer number on there, 164 in that case. Everything inside there is in individual bags, so it's just a question of sorting them out and counting them and adding them to the store. So it shouldn't take so long. Yeah, we'll see what we can get added to the store, I guess. So yeah, just a question of pick and mix one. I'm hesitating because I was debating whether to go to the container this afternoon. It's really windy outside, and it's not great having the doors open at the container. So I'm going to focus on getting as much of this added to the store as I can, and then maybe get to the container tomorrow for more stuff. I'm just in the middle of adding the last lot of parts to the store, at least the last lot of used things that I've got from the container. Probably going to go to the container first thing in the morning. But the purpose of me jumping on camera for a second was that I've discovered a new colour to me. This is one I've not seen before. And on first look, you know, I thought it's just pearl gold or a variety of it, but once I'd discovered what the part was, you know, it's obviously a Bionicle mask, and I had another one of them in white, and when you look at what the known colors are for that part, so this is the part there, and the known colors, the only thing close to a gold is there's actually 2. It's the flat dark gold, which I have had before, and I don't think it's that, because I think that's a much duller dark gold if I remember correctly. So what I think this is reddish gold. So that just seems to be the best kind of match to me. That's what I think it is. If anyone knows any different, let me know, and hopefully it hasn't sold by then, but I'm going with reddish gold. It's Tuesday the 14th of March, and this is the BSX file that I created from the used parts that we were showing you yesterday. And amongst all of the Technic parts, there were some other things as well, some weapons, and some other minifig related parts, a couple of Bionicle bits and pieces, and then some Nexonite shields, etc. Now that little lot ended up being 2,288 items at about £192, but I haven't uploaded this yet, and I'll probably just keep adding to this throughout the day, because I'm going to head off for the container very shortly and pick up some more things to add to the store, because we've pretty much done everything that we needed to do. There's a couple of small bags in there that I'll just take out, and we'll go back and fill those back up. Now, as for this morning, we've got I think 11 orders in this morning, mix of all sorts of things, parts orders and minifig related things, a few international things in here going to the US and Canada, and I think France as well. This one's an interesting one where someone is either building minifigs or selling heads on or something, but a bunch of heads going out there. We've got a Black Widow minifigure going out and a little Robin foil bag going out on eBay. Yeah, as I say, next thing is to get this packed up and off to the, well, not off to the post office just yet, because I might get some more orders through the day, but we'll head off to the container once I've got these packed. So here we are again, back at the container, and going to be continuing to empty more of these drawers into bags and get them back to the house, but we're really getting through them now. Nothing major in these, all sorts of bits and pieces still though. Lots of them are empty, so that one's got a bit of stuff in, but most of these are empty. And as I've said many times, the aim is to get these emptied and to sell off at least some of these drawers as well. Still got the last 5 of them waiting to be picked up, and hoping the guy who's interested in those is going to be coming before too long. Still lots of other stuff to get through. Need to get some of this back probably as well. I definitely need to be taking these boxes back, although I don't use them very often. I have run out of those postage boxes, which I have found useful on occasion. You know, I typically use jiffy bags, but yeah, they do come in handy from time to time. So anyway, I'll crack on, get some bags filled. Might do a little time lapse or something, but it's not going to be very exciting if I do, to be honest, because it's literally just going to be me filling drawers. I'm actually quite tempted to take a bulk bin back with me, but I just don't think I'm quite ready for that yet. I'd rather, I think, focus on what I'm doing now and get all of this emptied, ready to sell. And then the benefit that I'm really going to get from that is, once this lot's gone, is hopefully downsize into a smaller container. But I did hear the other day from someone else who's got a container on site that they've been waiting 18 months for a smaller container. So we may even have to look at relocating to a different site. But we'll see, because that would involve, you know, van hire again, and it might not be cost effective to move if that is the case, but we'll see. Well, I think I've done about as much as I want to do right now. I don't want to get too much back at the house, because it just sort of, you know, takes up too much space and overwhelms me a little bit. I think I'd rather pop back every few days or whatever and pick up another batch. It's really not too far away from the house. I've managed to empty more of these drawers, so done a lot of that, and also picked up some sale sets to be parted out as well. So gonna head off now, pick a bit of lunch up on the way home, and get adding more to the store. I'm back from the container and I've been fed and watered, so I'm ready to get cracking and add in more of this stuff to the store. We brought back 7
of these little Technic sets, which I think I'm going to part out. I think I've looked previously on eBay and they're only sort of selling for about £4 or £5. So probably not going to bother trying to sell them as a sale set, but I will check before I rip them apart. We'll have a quick look in here. These are drawers that had these trays in, so didn't want to worry about bagging those up, so just brought those as they were. So you can see the kind of stuff that's in here. I'm pretty sure all of this is used, and these should be quite quick and easy to add. And in terms of what we've got in the bags, I probably won't be able to get them all out. Some are new and some are used. I think these drawers that were marked DL, so this is DL48, were all new parts, and these all look like plates and things from the Super Mario sets. And then there's all sorts of bits and bobs in here. A huge drawer, again, DL. All of these are new, I believe. I was tempted not to bring these just because there's so much bulk. I'm not quite sure where I'll put them yet. So it's one of the problems with having these style drawers is you don't get very many big ones. Now, of course, I've got these drawers, more importantly, these ones, which I'll be using for use. So there will be some space in there, but you know, they just take up so much space when there's so much bulk. We've got some more slopes there, and just tons more stuff. I think we've got another bag of new stuff here, which are sort of Nexo shields. There's a bunch of leaflets in there. I'm not sure whether they're worth much or not, but anyway, as you can see, lots of stuff in here, loads of new plates. Again, they look like Mario related stuff, so lots and lots to be getting on with, and this is going to ramp up the quantities in the store significantly, I would think, when you start adding things like these. You know, they're in pretty high volume, so the item count should push up quite a bit, I would hope. I'm in the middle of adding 2x2 jumper plates, and I've got my brick pickers file up here, and you can see that we're down to just under 75,000 catalogued parts to go. And if I take these out, in fact, and move them to my other working file, they're another 1,200 items in theory, so we'll be down to 73,700. So things are starting to move and starting to go down pretty quickly. Not everything has been completely accurate. The last bunch of things I did was the cheese slopes, and there's quite a difference in some of those. But again, you know, there may be other bags of them back at the container, so I'm definitely not being judgmental on the quantities there. Got to crack on with these, lots more to do. In terms of the file I'm working on, still only up to just over 6,000, so long way to go. We'll keep adding and adding. Ideally, I would have hoped to have got sort of over 10,000 today, but we'll see how we get on and see what impact that makes on the store. Well, I'm going to call it for today, and I didn't quite hit the 10,000. We ended up with 8,910 items in 293 lots for about £350. So I'm going to get this lot uploaded now, and then we can see how that's affected the lots and the total items. So that's brought us up to 687,464 items in 12,724 lots, and I'm really pleased about the lot count increase because I'm closing in on 13,000 lots, and really keen to get there and get over that next milestone. That little upload actually added 242 lots. And yeah, it was really
a good day's work to get them uploaded, and really pleased with that level of increase.
10 orders or so for Wednesday the 15th of March. We've got 3 from eBay, which is another of these magazines going out with the Bo-Katan minifigure on. We've got 3 collectible minifigs going out, and then over here we've got a small Lego movie set 70817 going out for $19.95, which is nice. And then we've got a number of parts orders, 6 on Bricklink, 1 on Brick Owl, and we've got a couple of internationals. These torsos are going off to the US, and this order is going off to Switzerland, I believe. Got another order in from Brick This, who as I mentioned several times, create some wonderful commission pieces, largely of Northeastern topic, but he recently created that the heart, mock of the heart, which is nice. Lots to do. It's been a really busy day, to be honest. Not just because of picking orders, but we've had some family round, and spent a good bit of time on the phone this morning to brick pickers, just having our regular catch up and talking Bricklink and other things, and just seeing how they're doing. And at the moment I've got my wife helping me sort some of this used bulk that we brought back from the container yesterday, so she's just sorting into colour and counting for me, and the little helpers doing 7 of those little Technic sets that I think I showed you yesterday. So quite a bit going on, and next job for me is to get this lot packed away, and then I'm going to do a little bit of research into wanted lists, and just want to do a little bit of digging to see why I'm maybe not appearing on as many wanted lists as I'd like to. So we'll see how we go, and yeah, onwards and upwards. 6 orders on the go for today, Thursday the 16th. We've got a mix of all sorts here. We've got an order with an instruction booklet going out, which is a topical subject I touched on last week, where, you know, I'm still undecided about whether to do away with instruction booklets, and whether they are worth selling or not, only because of the storage that they take, the weight of them. So all of my instruction booklets are in another room upstairs, and they can be a real pain to locate, so slow you down on the order picking. Some other orders here, parts order going off to the US, and another nice mixed order here for parts, some video figures, and a few other things as well. And it's time to move on next to getting some more stuff added to the store. These are the plates I think I showed yesterday that were in one of the bags, and I suspect most of those have come from Super Mario sets. We've got the 7 of this set, 42117, all parted out and ready to upload to the store as well. Had quite a busy day yesterday, added more stuff to the store, and spent quite a bit of time on the phone actually. I ended up catching up with Brick Pickers UK and seeing how they were getting on, and it was a really enjoyable call actually. You know, we talked Bricklink for a while, and it was good to catch up with him and see how he's doing. And also spent some time on a call with a buyer, a regular buyer, not so much of my store, but someone who buys a lot of product and places a lot of orders. And it was really a bit of a research thing, and trying to get some feedback from them on, you know, what they're looking for, what from a customer perspective, what makes a good order in terms of, you know, bagging, shipping, all kinds of things. So yeah, quite an interesting day yesterday. So anyway, I'm going to crack on with this lot, try and get it all uploaded and work through some more of the used bags. I say used, it's actually a mix of new and used depending on which drawer it came out of. So we'll get working through this. It's gone quite quickly actually, and then I'm going to be having to think about going back to the container for more. So I need to think a little bit about whether I'm bringing enough back at the time. I don't want to feel like I'm going back to the container every other day to sort of refill the boxes. But at the same time, as you can see when I go around the room in here, there's really not a lot of space to be storing stuff. So I don't want to bring tons back. Still thinking about that back section there. Really not quite ready for that yet because I've not reached the bulk at the back of the container. But when I do, we're going to think about getting that back section organised better. I'm just back from lunch and I've already managed to get that set of Technic sets that we parted out, get them uploaded. Got all of the used stuff uploaded that we'd sorted so far, and we've just gotten 3 more orders in. This one's off to Ireland, so we'll get those packed up and ready to be posted out today. And then I'm going to get back to the used stuff. We've got this little drawer to sort out. I've got a few bags here on the desk. Not sure how quickly I'm going to tackle these because I think there's a lot new in there, although there is a few lots there that I know I don't have, so I might have a look at that. Not in a rush to get to those printed parts there, so I'll start and focus on these. We've got a bag of slopes, more slopes, so we'll focus on what's in there, and I'll try and get as much of this box empty as I can, and that would put me in a position to get back to the container probably tomorrow. Well, I'd only just packed up the other 3 orders that I just covered, and 3 more came in, which is very nice. One of those on eBay, which is a Robin Brickhead, and then I've got an order here for 300 of these slopes and 100 pins, and then a miscellaneous order with all sorts of stuff in here, minifigure and various parts. So slight delay to getting on with the adding more stuff to the store. We'll get to that in a minute. Just going to get those packed up and get those on the way. It's 3:30 today, and we'll keep an eye out for more orders coming in, but I think I'm going to schedule a live stream for tonight as well, so I'll probably get that set up in a minute as well. Well, I'm in the middle of parting out these used slopes and adding them to the store, and I've done most of the colours already. Just got to get these ones added to the store, or counted and added to the store. But I've just got yet another 3 orders in, so everything seems to be coming in 3s today. It's quite late. It's actually 5:05, but it's late night posting tonight, so I've not been to the post office yet. Still got the post there. I'm going to get these added to that pile and take them with me as well, with the possible exception of this one, because I'm missing a minifig, and we've got a branch figure missing from the trolls. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do about that yet, whether I'm going to have to check with them and see if they're happy for me to just refund that, or whether I'll try and source that from somewhere else and get it sent on separately. So I'm probably going to hang on to this one for today and just get these 2 in the post.
It's Friday the 17th of March, and you might have missed a live stream that I did last night, and there were lots of good questions from the people who joined the chat, and just thought I'd mention it in case anybody wants to check it out. I'm not sure about others, but I often find that the live streams after the event are not necessarily that visible because they don't always appear in your normal video streams. So anyway, if it's something of interest, you might want to have a look on the channel and check that out. Let's have a look at this morning's orders, and we have I think 7 on Bricklink. A couple of these have just come in this morning. I've actually been picking some of these already, and then while I've been picking, a couple more have come in. One of them is just over £100, and therefore qualifies for my £100 free shipping. And someone asked me in the live stream last night how that was going, and I have had a few other orders that have triggered that, and this is another one of them. Now it is 277 lots, so that's going to take a little while to pick, I'm sure, and I'm going to get on with that shortly. And then we've had another order in for around the £25 mark. So 7 orders on Bricklink. We've got 2 orders here on Brick Owl, and not too many lots on there, so easy ones to deal with. And then on eBay, I think we've got 4 orders on there to post out as well. So I'm going to go and get cracking, get on with this big 277 lot order, and get all today's parcels ready for the post. And I'll do a little overview once I've got them all picked and ready. I've just been contacted by Connor, who's a follower of the channel, and he's new to Bricklink selling and wanted to pick my brains on a few topics. And it was a little more involved than I was able to go into via email, etc. And I suggested to him something that I've been mulling over for some time. If you look at my website, one of the things that I've had on here for some time is reseller consulting. And this, the way I'm thinking about it, would be in the form of a one-on-one Zoom call, and chargeable, of course, and that way I can, answer specific questions for an individual, share my screen, help them get set up with certain things. Connor, in his case, was particularly concerned about shipping methods and things like that. So we've agreed to get in touch, and we'll go through a session and see how that goes. So if that's something that any of you are interested in, do reach out to me and we can have a chat about it. Something to think about. I give a lot of guidance and advice via the vlogs and through some of my special videos, like the recent one on how to buy a store. But there's only so much I can do in terms of helping specific individuals and their questions. And again, had a live stream last night and was happy to answer lots of people's questions. But I think by offering this one-to-one solution, I think it's a much more personal and specific way of helping individuals. So if that's something of interest, get in touch, and I'll be updating the website in due course in the coming weeks or months or whatever, and probably get some kind of calendaring set up here where you can book sessions with me if that's something you want to do. So I just thought I'd mention it in the vlog. Connor was keen to get a mention. He's very happy with the video content, and he's looking forward to the session. Okay, let's have a quick look at today's orders. I've actually just got another order that's just come in, which is another 65 lots, which is not in this
section here, but not sure if I'm going to get that out today or tomorrow, depending on how I'm fixed for time. But I'll see what I can do. But anyway, on eBay, we've got another magazine with Bo-Katan quiz going out, another Indiana Jones minifigure, and then we got various orders for parts, minifig parts. Order here for lots of hair pieces and other minifig related stuff. We got some Trolls figures going out with a crocodile and some other things there. And then over here are the larger orders. So this is the order that was 277 lots. And that took a little bit of time to pick for obvious reasons. And then we've got another one here, which was about 40 lots. And then we've got another eBay order for an Xbox game. By the way, this one over here as well was another 101 lots or something like that. Lots and lots of small pieces in there. So I've got to get this lot packed up and ready for the post office. And then if I've got time, I'm going to pick the other order as well. I mentioned earlier that I'd had another order in for 65 lots, which I needed to still pick. And I've just got back from the post office and found another order for a further 129 lots. I did also have two other orders that I was able to get picked and get in the post today. Unfortunately, wasn't able to get them on camera because of being in a little bit of a rush. The plan is now these will get picked tonight and posted Saturday morning. I don't normally post on a Saturday, or rather I don't really work on a Saturday. I'm happy if I can get the things picked on the Friday, and I'm happy to drop them in the post on a Saturday, but try and keep the weekends free from work typically. And anyway, this is going to mean that today, all told, I'll have picked about 650 lots, which I'm sure you can appreciate is quite a bit. So I'm really grateful for those orders. It's been a really good day in terms of order value, etc. And yeah, thanks again for the orders. Going to go and get these picked now and ready for posting. It's Saturday the 18th of March, and yesterday was such a busy day. Spent the entire day picking and ended up picking over 650 lots. And these are the last few orders that I didn't manage to get out yesterday because I missed the deadline for posting, and therefore I'm just going to get these packed up this morning and sent off in the post. I can't remember the exact lot count of these. I did manage to get the order out that was 277 lots, but these are pretty significant lot counts as well. And then overnight we've had a couple of eBay purchases as well. We've just got a Robin foil bag and a Bob and a Kevin Minions minifigure. There was one frustrating thing, which is one of the things that's delayed me, and there's a lot missing from this particular order. And the frustrating thing is that the guy wants 10 of them, and I'm meant to have 500 of them. And the 500 were meant to be in this drawer, and they're clearly not there. But what's puzzling me is if there's 500 of them, 500 wouldn't even fit in one of these drawers. So I would expect them to be in my overflow grey box, which is up there, and they're not there either. I've been through all of the new drawers down here just in case I've put them into one of the drawers there, and I just can't find them anywhere. So I'm gonna have to take that item off the inventory until I kind of stumble across it. And one of those frustrating things, and I'm sure we all have them on occasion, where things go missing and God knows where they end up going, but hopefully it'll turn up at some point.